Last night, Wanni was not having it at all with Topher.
He's talking to people. You cannot just stay.
Yeah,
Let's go.
no, that was actually.
He's coming. You'll come.
She was on the what's up? Why are you trying to obstruct this whole situation I'm having here with my man type of vibe? That was what it was giving, because Topher came to carry in Shaun so that they could go to bed, right? And Wanni wasn't having the whole thing that was going on there. So that's like a lot happened last night between within that ship, and then outside of the ship, the other dynamics that were being put out there, right? So I'm going to talk about everything. First of all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. So here's what happened. Topher was telling Shaun that he should pull up, that they probably have like 3 hours left to sleep.
I said, I need to pull up. I need to sleep. It is like 3 hours will be up. Oh.
And then that's when Wanni now reacted, saying, I hope he's joking, right?
No, he's joking. For?
He's joking.
No.
And it was her sister that addressed Topher first. Her sister was like, you've been with him all this while, you've been with him for hours. Like, if you don't see him, or if you're not with him, is anything going to happen to you? And he was like, no, that, you know, it's not, he was joking and everything. And that's when Wanni also responded to him, saying that why would he be saying that kind of thing, that he's even disrespecting his friend. And at the time when she was saying this, Shaun was like, the way he was touching her, it was almost like he was trying to tell her to, like, relax, it's fine, but she was still not having it. She was now telling Topher that, it doesn't make sense. Why would he see that he's with somebody and he's coming to tell him to come, let them go and sleep? So that's when Topher now expressed that he was joking, or that he was not really being serious, that how can he even tell him that kind of thing? Is he his father?
No. You cannot just be saying. He's talking to people. You cannot just stay.
Yeah,
Let's go.
No, that was actually.
He's coming. You'll come.
The way she addressed it, it was almost like, he's going to come and meet you later. Be going. That kind of thing. And then later on, they shook hands, like, it's a joke. And Wanni was like, she was trying to find out earlier on whether it was a joke, and he still kept on saying that, almost like he was serious about it. That's why she changed it for him and everything. So he was not saying that it's a joke. They shook hands, but I believe the message was passed. The message of, like, him not joking like that. I think he'll be more careful when it comes to, like, joking with her or around her or something, because the way the whole thing just changed, it was just, it's not like it was so unexpected for me. I felt like that spice, they were already giving that spicy vibe, like, okay, they could switch it up and stuff. But then he experienced that, and I think that he'll be more careful moving forward. So apart from that, they had, like, that's Wanni and Shaun. Yesterday was so full of, like, love play, PDA. What's the opposite of PDA? Public display of affection, private display of affection, still PDA, private, public, everything. When they were upstairs, there was a time where she was like, trying to find out how he was doing. She was like rubbing his legs. There was time she was just lying down on him, and then they were cuddling and stuff. There was even a time where he had his hands, like, how you're cuddling somebody and then his hand was, like, in her clothes from the back. I don't know whether it's warmth that he was looking for there, or he was just touching things there, or just tapping current or whatever, but it wasn't moving, it was just there. So I guess it's just warmth, and maybe that's how he cuddles and stuff. So these people are moving fast. I said it in my last video. They are moving fast. They're on a very fast lane. And then with Shaun, he was actually not very much. He was not very okay last night because of the issue he has with his pair. And Wanni was just trying to get him to, like, come out of his moodiness, right? I'll talk about the issue with his pair, that's Victoria, later on. But I guess that's why she was trying to just be all you know, chill and mushy and everything towards him. But then, let's move on to the next set, or the next thing that happened that got me like, our married couple, right? You guys know that they are pretending inside the house, although some of the housemates have clocked that these people are most likely married, right? But last night we had Toby Fudge with trying to talk to the lady, Cassia, right? So Toby Fudge was, you know, he was shooting a shot at Cassia, and the whole thing just got me like, this married people's strategy, it might not be so bad for viewers' sake, right? I don't know what it's going to do to their relationship, right? But for viewers' sake, it might not be so bad, being that now we are watching Toby Fudge shoot a shot at Cassia, and we are seeing it from a different angle. We are seeing it from the angle of, this baby is married, or now married woman, they follow talk, or you are talking to a married woman. There's nothing coming out from there, or maybe there might be something, or you know, body, there might be some you know, physical touch or things. They're like maybe holding hands and stuff, right? And we'll want to see how her husband will react to that. So there's a twist there, or there's something there. So from the aspect of we the viewers, it might not be so bad. So we had to, before just talking to her and like asking her, after telling her like she's beautiful and everything, he was asking her what she finds attractive in a man, and she mentioned he has to look good, he has to be fashionable.
I like a man that looks good, fashionable, intelligent, kind.
For Toby Fudge, earlier on, he approached Victoria and was just telling Victoria that she's his spec, right? And you know, just complimenting her, telling her she's beautiful and everything. So he was kind of shooting a shot at Victoria earlier on during the day, and at night it was Cassia. And it just got me thinking like, this Toby, like in just one ship. But it's understandable to move from telling Victoria that and now talking to Cassia, because the way he described his type to Victoria still fits Cassia's, the way Cassia is. He was like petite, soft-spoken, light-skinned. That's literally Cassia too. So it's understandable, like that really tells that, okay, that is his actual spec, right? So he was just talking to her, they were gisting. She was even like gisting him about like her past relationships and everything. And what brought up that conversation was when there was a talk they had that led to her saying her age, right? And then he was not like, does she get pressured from family members or from people, being that she's a beautiful babe and everything, that does she receive this pressure from people, say more like, why is she not married, or why exactly is she not married and everything? Does she get pressured from that angle? And this babe, hey God, this babe was now saying that she's very selective about like her people that she chooses to like be with and everything, and that she's just trying to be careful. She doesn't want to make any mistake.
I'm very selective of my life partner. Yeah, I don't want to make mistakes. I try to study you, like any small thing, I'm gone.
I say, hey God, this is a married person, you know, and she's saying she doesn't want to make a mistake. The person she wants to be with, she's very selective. I say, So now I was thinking that they were going to be showing the husband while this was happening, but I don't think they showed him at the time. It was later on they now showed him. It was now later trying to clean something in the kitchen, but it's going to move further, right? Because the things that Toby told her, it's almost like, I think he's more interested in her than Victoria, or I guess because Victoria is still chilling with Suj. Even last night, they still, you know, they were having conversations and everything. They're still going on a slow motion type thing, slow paced situation. So I think maybe he clocked that Victoria is more leaning more towards Suj than himself, or maybe he just likes this other babe more, right? Then for Shaun's matter, Shaun's situation with Victoria, apparently what happened was that during their the arena games, not arena games, they had the immunity challenge. During the immunity challenge, I think Shaun was trying to like pass a message to, like, I think she wasn't doing some things well, and Shaun made a comment about like, are you okay, can you do this, can you do that, like trying to like ginger her to do better while they were doing the immunity challenge. And I don't think she took it well. It was almost like maybe undermining what she was doing, or maybe I think he came at her because she wasn't doing well. So she didn't take it well. And then when he was now talking to his guys about it, that he was talking to Topher and Suj about it, just saying that more like he doesn't understand, like it was almost like he was regretting having her as his pair at that time. It was almost like, how will I deal with situations like this? Like, how do I deal with deep situations when, more like, she may not be able to handle these emotions, or she may be too sensitive for me in this house, especially when it comes to like calling you to order, correcting you. That if it was his guys, like he can just tell them like, okay, this, and they'll take it well. So for her not taking it well, it's going to be an issue for him. And
if it was you that would do the task, okay, this is about me, do the task, like, guy, like, they fucked up, tell me, you know what I'm saying? You understand that? Because your standards are so high for yourself. I mean, you feel you're on your own hand, you get.
I think the whole thing is just him thinking about how he's going to deal with them as a pair. That's been that they're already having this situation, and how will they now continue? How will they cope with it throughout their stay in the house? He also had a conversation with her, although they were just moving up and down. The conversation was not so straight, but he had a conversation with her, and they were trying to resolve it. So I don't know if they resolve it, fine. If they do not, it's still something. It's still gist. Me, I'm just here for the gist. Meanwhile, Lady Whistle Down, in the person of Onyeka, was just like passing gist. For Onyeka, I want it just to be going around giving people gist or collecting gist from people. So yesterday she spoke about Damilola marking her territory with Topher. So she said that Damilola was like, I think Damilola came to her and was saying, leave my man, or something. That's talking about Topher.
If I just do it, you know the girl told me, leave my man.
Really?
Oh, everybody heard it.
Damilola is the pair. Damilola is paired with what's her name, Toyosi, right? It's the Toyosi Damilola pair. So apparently Damilola, based on what she was saying, apparently Damilola likes Topher, and she was just marking territory with him. And then Onyeka was like, she needs to find a new place to pitch her tent to. This one that Topher is now having, like, people are just coming for her because of the friendship she has. So she was now moving to Suj. It was quite hilarious. And at some point, like I said, what they call it, like at some point when she came to like have that conversation with them, Shaun wasn't having it at all. I think it was because of the issue, or it was because of him still trying to sort himself out concerning his pair and everything. And then she came with her gist. You know how Onyeka used to come trying to get gist, and you know, so sometimes I feel like it can be annoying, but for us, or for me rather, sometimes I just like to hear the gist. Like, I want to know what's up, what's going on. She needs to work harder to give us deeper gist, because they talk in codes, especially Suj and Topher. They're always talking in codes. Yeah. What else happened last night? The Zinwe couple yesterday, like I said, they were just being all mushy. They even kissed at some point, but I didn't really talk about it so much here because I didn't really see it as a big deal. Because to me, they are couples already. They've been couples already. It's not something they most likely do normally. So I didn't really see it as a big deal. But I saw that online, so many people were talking about it, like, already. They're already kissing already. And I guess maybe it's those that don't even know that they are couples, or because people are still trying to understand the dynamics in the house and trying to understand the people. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's see how today is going to play out. For now, this is all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.